fresh faces. In today's video, I am going to do a detailed review of Sony A6400 mirrorless camera together with a small outline of Sony G Master lens and help you decide whether it is a good choice to buy. So before getting into the segment, those who are new to my channel, please hit the bell icon to stay tuned for my latest uploads. I am doing this review after 6 months of my personal experience. Based on the Sony series, A6400 Alpha is one of the best Sony cameras on the basis of its value and feature. So on today's review, I am going to discuss all about the processor details, autofocus and sensor for photography and videography. A6400 is a mid-range mirrorless camera with 24 megapixel APS-C chroma sensor with 4K video, inbuilt viewfinder, touch flip-up screen by 180 degree. This camera has got several unique features in such a way that it can excel Sony A6500 series too and make it super attractive for both photography and videography. Features around 90K INR along with a body and tripod stand. Give a detailed review of the tripod stand in my upcoming series. So first let us discuss about the autofocus feature. When coming to the autofocus, we have continuous autofocus for video. This Sony A6400 uses hybrid autofocus mode with 425 phase reduction points and 425 contrast reduction points, which covers 84% of your frame, which is about 0.02 second. The higher the series of Sony with A6500 has 0.05 second, so you can see that 0.03 is less, so that you can do many things on this system. So once you customize in a particular scenario, it works incredibly well. So with the shutter half pressed, it can detect the eye detection even from a distance. So when shooting portrait, just leave the camera on wide autofocus mode. It automatically detects the face and locks on the eye. I'll show you. So this works well even when the person is wearing a glass. If it loses the eye, it goes to the face detection. If it loses the face, then it comes to no more object tracking. Tracking mode is a brilliant unique feature of Sony A6400 and it just nailed it. This is the best tracking feature even in the minimum low light. So once if you are coupling this camera to a lenses, the stills are crisp and sharp. Moreover, in addition to human eye autofocus, it has got animal eye autofocus too. So this unique feature plays an excellent choice for wildlife photography. I do prefer bird photography, which I am including throughout this video. You can also follow my Insta page for more pictures from Sony. Face detection for video is pretty good unless with proper lighting. Hence, the stills and videos are super fast and accurate. So when talking about the body, it has got magnesium alloy body with 3-inch flip touchscreen LCD, which makes this unique among other series. Buttons and dials are weather and moisture resistant. When coming to the design feature, it is much smaller and compact in size and it is highly portable. The grip is nice and deep. We have two functional dials, one for the aperture and other for shutter speed. We do have C1 and C2 buttons. We have the menu button. I'll show you. You can see different icons. Then there is a playback button. Here. One of the main mistakes usually a beginner does is once buying the professional camera and using the default settings, which was done by me initially, what happens is that we are missing the major part. So once if you shop any professional camera, first and foremost is to customize the settings so that it will work better exactly for what it has to. Onto the left side of the camera, we are having a small door, you can see. with micro USB for charging, micro HDMI with 4K outlet and 3.5mm micron input for connecting the microphone. On the bottom side of the camera, we have the battery compartment as well. Moreover, there is an inbuilt electronic viewfinder which is brilliant and works well for bright sunlight and low light session with an automatic brightness control as well. The viewfinder can shoot continuously up to 11 frames per second. So as I have said that there is a new flipping mechanism. So it can be flipped to 90-degree pulling outwards. In order to find the focus. So here the added advantage is lens and screen is in the same plane, so we can get an exact eye coordination with the image. Next, coming to another significant and unique feature of this series is there is no recording time limit, and this makes this camera super awesome option for video session and streaming as well. There is no editing issue too. Hence, there is no longer 30-minute recording limit for the video. So this is specially dedicated to bloggers, content creators, professional videographers. On video standpoint, A6400 can record internally up to 4K 35-inch frames per second 428-bit video and 4K 35-inch frames per second 422 8-bit video externally. So while taking video with 24 frames per second, the image quality is excellent. Sensor, so it reads completely and compresses to 4K. So the sharpness, detailing and quality is super awesome. Although choose the highest with the best quality. Likewise for stills, we can shoot up to 11 frames per second. So burst or continuous shooting with continuous autofocus. This is also something great, especially when you're shooting your pics with your little one. Very hard to capture running all around. So just we have to hold the shutter and we have to keep on bursting. Moreover, this feature is an add-on advantage when you're shooting with fast moving objects, especially on travel photography too. The next feature to cover is that this has got an expandable ISO up to 12,400, but the higher settings are best used for its emergency purpose only. Hence, the low light performance is brilliant for crop body ISO range 1600, which is excellent and usable. I definitely has to add on that ISO range is enhanced in A6400 series. Auto ISO is a highlight with minimum shutter speed influenced not only by focal length but also by additional options such as speed up or slow motion. Next, when talking about resolution, the JPEG noise reduction is excellent for camera in the range 90K INR. A6400 has a maximum resolution of 6000 by 4000, which is the main feature needed by most. Moreover, the quality of Sony image is sharp and excellent for skin tone as well. There is also an SNQ option which is low and quick, which provides easy switching between different frames per second. Last but not the least, Sony A6400 has got an inbuilt time-lapse feature which is not present in any series of Sony lenses. A6400 has released this feature. That means you have control over time-lapse, interval and exposure of photo. The limitation of Sony A6400 is this does not provide any inbuilt stabilization feature. But definitely we can compromise this factor too. Since because Sony is highly compatible, we can choose and buy different lenses depending on our preference and budget. Obviously speaking, when you couple with lenses, it gives a true feel of what you can expect from the camera. Which I am using for Sony is Sony G Master. Show you. E70 to 350mm, f4.5 to 6.3 GOSS with inbuilt optical stabilization feature with an INR of 80K. This lens provides optical stabilization with a full zoom range of 105 to 525 mm telephoto lenses. This lens is brilliant and I highly recommend. I'll do a detailed review of this lens on one of my upcoming video. This lens is a very good choice with distant objects which will be appearing very close to us, and definitely it is a very good option for bird photographers, which I do prefer, than vlogging, travel and wildlife as well. So yes, when coming to the camera side, I do highly recommend this super impressive camera, especially which is directed to beginners, and definitely it is a very good choice based on its unique feature of unlimited 4K video, 24 megapixel APS-C sensor, and definitely worth to mention the autofocus feature which has to be named. It cost about 90k INR, and definitely it is worth for every penny which we pay. Also, I do want to mention about this cleaning kit as well, because it is very much essential for cleaning your lenses too. If you want to buy this kit, I'll definitely give the link in the description box below so that you can purchase it from online. So I hope you all like this video. Please give a thumbs up if you like this video. So that's all for today's videos, dears. See you soon in my next video. Please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Until then, stay healthy and stay motivated. Bye.